The special power you have that I wish you knew. So I believe that most people have this special power that they are not even aware of. And last week I talked about choosing pride over happiness, doing your own impossible, because that special power comes from doing your own impossible. And the thing is, a lot of people have actually done it without them realizing. So let me tell you a bit about this special power, because once you realize that you have it, I can guarantee you, you will be way more confident in pursuing anything you want in your life. The special power is basically, knowing that when you dedicate yourself to something relentlessly, you never stop, and then you succeed. You do it once, because once you do it once, you already you break the belief that it's impossible. You already did your impossible. So once you understand that, you know that anytime you set your mind to do something, you can fucking achieve it. And I've been fortunate enough to have multiple things like this. So the first impossible for me was, playing football for the national team of Singapore. I got kicked out at the fucking, what is that thing called? So during secondary school, I went to Singapore Sports School for the tryouts. Primary school, I played goalie, and secondary school, when they asked what position I played, I decided to say I played striker. And at the very first day of the tryouts, I got kicked out because I wasn't good enough. 3 years later, working very hard, I made it back to the national team and represented Singapore for a little bit. So that was one of my impossible, where I proved to myself that if I want to do it, I'm going to dedicate to it, I will get it. Next one in my life would be, making my professional MMA debut. At that point of time, MMA wasn't that big in Singapore yet, and the debut wasn't a big part. I would say it's the second fight, which I shared in the last video last week, which is basically winning the impossible fight. And once I did that, I knew that I'm not gonna doubt myself again. Like, why? I did my impossible 2 times. And then I had the third one. Actually, I had many more, but I'm gonna share 3 today. The third one would be, I remember my very first corporate job. My boss told me that in 3 years' time, I would like you to be bringing home $10,000 a month. And she thought that I would want that. But in my mind, like, what the fuck? I want $10,000 a month now. Tell me 3 years. And then, eventually I quit that. I started my fitness business. And within 4 to 5 months of starting my fitness business, I managed to cross $10,000. I know exactly the amount, $11,700 US on my 5th month. So, first time breaking the 10K a month limit. I did my impossible, right? Because before that, I was basically getting paid $1,500 USD a month. Sucks, right? So, achieving all of this, it always starts with, like I said last week, was you have your why you want to achieve it, that strong why. Then you have your obstacles, people doubting you, not knowing what to do, venturing into something new. We have the impossible task, because it's impossible for me to make 10K a month because I've never done it. My highest was like 1.8K with my fucking commission. So, all of this was my impossible, because there's a lot of other people that make 10K a day or even 100K a day. Let's not go there. But it's all about your own impossible, proving to yourself that with that focus, that dedication, and the relentless spirit to achieve it no matter what, you can do it. So I realized that I proved to myself on more than one occasion that I can do my own impossible. And this is the belief, that powerful thought in my head, that anything that I want to do in the future, if I decide I want to fucking do it, I know I will achieve it. Because I have undeniable proof at this point, more than 3 times. I focus and I want to achieve something, I achieve it. So that is the superpower. And for you, if you think about it, you probably have achieved something that was once your own impossible. You might not realize it yet, so I encourage you to go and think about it. And I say this because I realize that not enough people know about the superpower that they have. I'll give you an example. My own brother, his exams, what is that thing called? In secondary was so bad, he went to, so in Singapore, once you graduate from secondary school, there is something called, either you can go to ITE, you can go to Polytechnic, or you can go to junior college. ITE stands for, it's the end. Basically, the people with the worst results go there. He ended up going there, and for some reason, he had a strong why to then work hard. So from ITE, he worked very hard. He managed to get to Polytechnic. In Polytechnic, he became the valedictorian or something, basically the top of this cohort or some shit like this, because he had a strong why and he dedicated himself to it, which then also earned him a scholarship at the university. But he didn't think much of it until I told him that, bro, look at yourself. You became number one. You went from the last in class to become number one in the whole school or something. You just did some kind of impossible task. Do you realize that? And he didn't realize until it's pointed out to him. And that, with that belief, he then now know that anything that he wants to do, if he is willing, if the why is strong enough, he is willing to put in that work, he can achieve it. So if you don't have such experience, well, I highly encourage you to go, choose a task that is currently your impossible, fucking hammer it, achieve it, then that will bring you that confidence. Because confidence is not something that you tell yourself, I want to be confident. No. You have undeniable proof to yourself that you are that person, that once you dedicate to something, you can fucking achieve it. And trust me, that is a superpower, because it will then allow you to pursue so much greater things. And there's no limit. It's all about what you want to go and pursue. So, if you don't have that superpower, develop it. If you're unsure, or if you're not aware that you actually have it, now you are aware. So make good use of that superpower and go and conquer more. Peace out.
Ooh, you wanna come and get me?